Okay, first, I'm recording this video with an Olympus OM35. Oh my God. Anyway, this is it with the Panasonic 12 to 35 lens. And I have a dummy battery in there. And for mic, I'm using this Electro Voice RE20. Because whenever I watch a video on anything in video photography, I want to know what you're using. Now on the Olympus OM5, EM5, 3, they have the worst naming. It's sort of actually pretty convenient. It has like I know where the ISO button is, and the light changes in here a lot during the day. So it's very easy for me to just hit that once and then just rotate the front dial to get the ISO exactly where I want. Because I'm an old ugly guy, I, I don't go, I don't go deep color. So I go for a slightly washed out look. There we go. And yeah, camera works really. It's underrated camera actually for video. But yeah, if I had Sony, it would have locked into the focus right away. Okay, well on to the rest of the video. So I'm working on a new video about Float 32 where I explain actually how it works. Anyway, yesterday I thought I'll just go out and I'll just do another mic test. You can never get tired of mic test. And I thought I'd bring my NTG1, Rode NTG1, my old Tascam DR70D. It's very convenient. They put the name right there so I could read it while it's on camera. And but I forgot this, the wind muff. So there's just a ton of wind. Now the other mics that I used, now the mic that I'm really into recently are these two mics that I bought on, well, you can buy a single one, but you can buy two of these for $19 on Amazon, or maybe it's $18. So it's basically like $9 a piece. Let me see if we can focus in on that. Where are we? Okay, there we go. And they're very well made. I mean, it's a metal housing. The clip is nice. I mean, it's really some of these clips you get are really like, I don't know, they're difficult, but this is a nice sturdy clip. The wire is fat. And I had a sure it's a thin wire, but I'm always worried about like I'm gonna break it. It'd be easy to break. And yeah, this would show up through clothes more, but I wear heavy shirts generally, so it hasn't been a problem. So on the second one, this is the first one I have, and I want to get a pair for interviews. $19. I can't believe how much I like them. So this is the second one, and what I did is I looped the cable just to reduce ruffle along the cable, and then I just tied it with some gaffer's tape, and then I put a couple of these Ursa circles on them. I don't know how to use them properly, so I just like pasted one on each side, and the head is still there, whatever. And it's been working really well. So what I do is I lift it up on I put it up through my shirt, and so I unbutton my unbutton, I unbutton my button there, and then I'll loop the mic around the button, and then just hang it down in the shirt, and then I'll close my shirt, hide the wire, and I just walk around like this all day, pretty much. So, and then the wire I just put in my pocket, and when I want to record something, I just plug it into one of my voice recorders, either that Sony thing, but generally the Olympus. I can't tell you how much I love this. So I don't know if I told the story before, but on Craigslist I saw a lab mic which my daughter lost that I really wanted, and this was part of the package. I had no interest in this, but then one day I used it. I'm like, wow, this thing is incredible. And I mean, I haven't done tests, but I wouldn't buy either the Zoom or the Tascam, the portable recorders. I don't really totally get them. They have really small screens, and I just can't believe that the quality is much better than this. And the great thing about these, a lot of great things. One, you can see the levels very easily. You can it's very easy to set which format you want to save in. It's very easy to listen to them. And then even the better thing is, you pull this out, you plug this in your computer. You don't have to turn this on anything. It immediately turns itself on, shows you the files, you drag them to your desktop, you pull it out, turn it off, you're done. You put it back in the drawer. And it has internal mics. Again, I put some of the tape, some of the Ursa circles on top of them. And yeah, I love I can't tell you how much I love this thing. I bought one of these on YouTube. I mean, on Amazon, I think for used for $50. I love this one too. And this is super, super light. I mean, and you have to remember about these things. They all have hold buttons. They all of them. So like, you can use them to record yourself or anybody, not worry about turning off, which has happened to me when I haven't hit hold. You just start the recording, hit hold, and you're done. And I'm working on this clap technology with Python and FFmpeg and stuff, which is working really well. Do a video about that later. And that anyway, so I really have this down to it's working really well. It doesn't really feel like it takes any time. I have the microphone mounted. I plug it into one of my devices. I hit record. I have the level set to low, which works well. I tested first, and then when I get home, I go like this. I plug it into my computer. I drag the files over. I have a program where I drag both the video and the other file into this little Python program because I always start the audio after the video. Then I clap once, and then this program will find that clap, find the clap in the video, find the time differential, pad the audio to meet it, replace the two files, and I'm good. Anyway, I'm very excited to show that to you eventually. Anyway, I just wanted to do this preamble about how I shot what I'm going to show you, or part of what I'm going to show you. I used my Samsung S22, both in, recorded this camera and that camera in director's mode. And then I used my old Samsung Note 8 as a backup camera. If you have an old Android camera, I'm telling you, just set up another Gmail account, link your phone to that, use it wirelessly, and then it's so easy. Just go out and film stuff, and then I'll explain all this later. And then you create a separate account in Firefox to go to the Google Photos account of that account, because your master account's probably already in your current browser. And you download the videos or images or whatever, and you're done. So that's it. I think, is there anything else that I haven't? So yeah. Now, in what I'm about to show you, what was the best mic? This one for sure. Like if I had my choice. But the lav mic was totally fine. And there's no wind. And again, this is how I wear it every day, wind or not wind. So, this is just a little bit bassy because it's close to my chest, but I EQ'd it a little bit, and no, that doesn't match as perfectly, but it gets pretty close. And again, nobody's gonna know, like no normal person is gonna look at the video, listen to the video, and hear much of a difference. So yeah, I would use this at a time to prep and whatever, and I could remember the windscreen or whatever, but generally for most purposes, again, I still love these mics. Again, 2 for $19, I think 1 for 12 or something, but I would buy 2 so you have a matching pair for anybody. I'm totally in love with these things. Okay. One clap should be, oops, I didn't record this. Well, I would have liked to have clapped when that was on too. All right, well I have my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra in director's mode, so the rear camera is filming me. The external camera is shooting below there, which is a soccer match, but I can't see it very well. Maybe one on the screen will be bigger. But anyway, they're over there. I have the Rode NT1 here, NTG1 boom microphone, but I forgot the wind muff, so there might be some wind. I have my lavalier going into a Sony, voice recorder. Normally it would go into the Olympus, but the Olympus has my little fake wind muffs on them, so I'm going to keep the Olympus over here. In fact, I should have it pointed that way so you can get a good idea of the audio difference. And I also have the front mics of the Tascam going. No wind muffs. I feel some wind, so you might be hearing something. And of course, my old Samsung Note 8 over there, doing duty as a long shot. So here we are. Yesterday I did the video on the on Rode 32-bit fib, about the misconceptions about 32-bit audio. And my friend was like, do you want to get any comments about the audio? I was like, he goes, it's different than I normally hear you. And I understood what he was saying immediately because I did it with a teleprompter, and I had it on a little bit too fast. I was just really trying to catch up with the words. And plus I'm distracted because I'm still working this clap sync thing, and my head was in other things. So I was rushing through that and didn't give it the care it deserves, because it's hard to give the care that videos on YouTube deserve when you're someone like me who programs a lot and tries to develop new techniques, because they're a complete bottomless pit of time you can put into them. Whereas if you're doing a video on YouTube teaching something, there's a limit to the technique. So once you've learned it or mastered it, and then it's just the amount of time it takes for you to explain it. Whereas when I'm trying to explain something here, there isn't a limit, because the thing that I'm trying to learn or trying to teach, I'm still trying to improve. So that just takes up a tremendous amount of time. And I really wish I had brought the wind muff for the NTG1 so you could hear the quality here, but it's not blowing a ton at this second. Now on the meter, if I'm not talking, it's picking up a lot of noise or whatever. So I don't think I have this optimized. Again, that's sort of the way of all this stuff. If this was if I was only spending my time talking about the difference of mics, obviously I would go home, get the dead cat for the NTG and put it on. But because I'm working on the next video, which explains 32-bit float in more detail, and of course I'm working on the clap sync Python programming, and some other things, that's not going to happen. So this is going to be a weak video. Well, the wind has died down now, so this is the NTG1. This is my lavalier hooked up here. This is the Olympus DM720. Okay, those are 3 mics. So hopefully I would have just captioned each mic and switched between each audio frame. And I guess that's good enough for now.